Caresha, please. Girl, you tried it. Caresha, please. I just watched that sorry interview with you and Saucy Santana. For some of y'all who don't know, this is Miss Young Miami from the City Girls. We know when she used to be popping. I watched that sorry interview where you tried to make yourself a victim, victimize yourself after you decided to not only date but stand 10 tones down with your poppy, aka Diddy, aka the #1 felon on the books right now. Are you serious right now? You're saying you're gonna pretend as if you didn't know what was going on, you didn't know about the allegations, you didn't know about the people that he has victimized throughout his entire career, the lives that he allegedly has taken, including people the likes of Tupac and Kim Porter, and so many more people. I can't even begin to name all the people, but like, you definitely knew about these things. These allegations have been out for, I would dare to say, longer than you even been alive. And yet you want to come over here and make us be like, oh, well, when I met him, he was treating me right. I wasn't just going to have him take me to Chanel. I wasn't just going to have a shopping spree. I'm a city girl. He knows what kind of time I'm on. Yeah, we know what kind of time you're on. Now you're trying to save your career right now because something's about to come down on the books for your Diddy daddy. It's really effed up that you would do this. It's very unscrupulous, for you to have all these young women in the audience, people who could have been the next victims of Diddy. And you're just over here acting as if I didn't know he treated me right. He treated me right. Well, I wonder, why did he treat you right? But all these other women, he didn't treat right, and they've said that, they've expressed it. So many of them he knocked across the head. All these kind of domestic violence videos and all these types of things we've been hearing. The video we saw of Cassie. So that's all you have to say now is that, well, he treated me nice. Basically that interview almost helped him. You helped his case, and you're trying to be over here like, why did you get looped in when you were celebrating him, when he was being celebrated by everybody? Now we know why he was being celebrated by everybody, because Diddy was controlling things and threatening people behind the scenes to have the illusion that he's running anything. But his stuff has been falling apart. He's been having these lawsuits against him. You thought they were all fake? The things you're saying, and you're going to really act and pretend as if you didn't see nothing. As if you were with him for that amount of time. You're his Diddy wop. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see no freak-offs happen. You didn't see any shady, sketchy things that he's been alleged of, like nothing. You didn't see any of it. You're just good with it. I think that you're a part of it. I really fully believe that you were a part of the shenanigans, and now you're just trying to save your last second of a career, because JT is the doll. Let's never be confused. JT is the doll. And I saw you try to throw her under the bus too. I saw you over here talking about, oh, well, we still family, whatever, but it ain't the same no more. Like, things different. We grew apart, and, it's like, oh, like, I didn't hear nothing about the Queen remix, to, what was that song? The Queen remix that JT was on with Nicki Minaj. Like, you're trying to act like, oh, you were left out of everything and trying to shade her and stuff. Nicki didn't want you on that. You can't rap for ish. You ain't got no talent. But being a WH to the O to the R to the, what you said you were on Jason Lee's couch. That's what you said you are. Like, be that. Stand 10 tones down with that, You have somebody who also is problematic and offensive, and your bestie, Saucy Santana, he's going to be the one that you interview with for this, so he won't ask you those tough, hard questions. And even him, you have to be like, the group's over, like, we moved separately. I don't want y'all to ask me that no more. I don't want you to ask me nothing else about that no more. All that. So you have to like get on him. So imagine what a real person that's not your friend, your little friend, is going to do. Meanwhile, your bestie's over here dissing she was basically a toddler at that point, dissing Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy. The fact that that's the kind of people you surround yourself with. That's your bestie, and then have the audacity to try to do an homage to Beyonce, with his little crappy video, trying to dress like the Temu version of Beyonce after dissing her daughter, Blue Ivy. Like, that's the kind of people you surround yourself with. So of course, JT, being a real one she is, doesn't want to be involved with your shenanigans and your poppy and your cult that you're part of. Let's be real. That Diddy situation was definitely a cult. And now you're trying to act like you woke up out of it. No, you see the allegations have gotten to the space where he's about to go to jail. He'll probably be arrested any day now. And you see that, and now you're like, oh, let me jump ship. Now it's time. Now it's time to jump ship, Caresha. Now it's time to jump. And you're talking about, oh, well, I got my show. Your show that he also propped up as if you'd ever deserved the Best Podcaster Award. Like, that was offensive. That made everybody lose respect for the actual award itself. When you won that Best Podcaster, whatever award, like, you did not deserve that. You know, there's so many people who have been out here in the game, who have a whole team and a crew of people who have worked tirelessly for years who deserve that. But just because you were, you know, sucking on that Diddy, like, now you get to have that? Like, this is some whack stuff. Like, it's so whack. Like, it's just so disappointing. Like, you said what kind of time you were on, like that you like the scammers and robbers, but I guess, you know, we didn't think you're going to be with a situation like Diddy that has been, you know, like a Diddy who shouldn't even be allowed at a place like this. You see, I'm out here at the playground near my house over here. Diddy shouldn't even be allowed at the playground over here. You know, like, I'm just chilling over here because it's good lighting. I'm by the lake, you know, lake living my life. And it's just quiet and chill over here. But, you know, Diddy shouldn't even be allowed at a place like this. And yet you're bringing your kids around them. You're bringing your kids around Diddy, and now you're talking about I want to protect my kids from all this. I want to protect my kids. Like, you didn't think about that before. You know, you just really tried it. Like, that interview was so triggering. Your little crocodile tears, crying like, oh, I'm just, you know, I don't know why they're against me. They turned on me. Everybody turned on me because you were fake AF. People turn away from shady activity, from shady behavior. Like, I really believe the only reason that you weren't one of Diddy's victims, at least you're claiming not to be, is because you're just like him in ways, you know? I'm not saying you did the same things as him, but you run on that same demon energy, that same demon time. That's what you know, fake and real can't be together, and that's why JT, the real one, had to separate herself from you, because you're fake AF, and your friend's fake AF too. So it's just really sad. Like, that was a sad interview to see you really try to act like you weren't just holding that "Go Poppy" sign at P Diddy's dancing with everything, like, as if all these things that he's done and the world has been alleged doing weren't public knowledge. And even if they weren't public knowledge to you, your fans are telling you, and you're saying that bothered you to read those comments. That means you read the comments. That means you know what was going on. You know what's said. So all I gotta say to you, Caresha, is please, Caresha, please. You might as well just go back into what do you call it, hiatus or retirement or something, because you really tried it. You tried it. Whatever podcast you do for it. The only reason we even tuned into this podcast is because we wanted to know why somebody would be down with Diddy, like, you know, at your age, at this time in his career, this time with everything out. We wanted to know the tea, what's going on. We don't care about you. We don't care about what you're even going through. We don't care about what's going on in your career, your whack music. We obviously know that JT was the star of the group because your music is trash. JT put an album out on her own, and it's also yours together. You know, like, you bring the group down. So I'm happy JT's free, and I'm happy that, you know, your shady ways have, you know, elevated her at the end of the day, because this is really sad. So anyways, JT, you tried it. Caresha, please. And I'm sure you're going to be irrelevant in the next few months or year, whatever, but it's very pathetic. So the interview was trash. Like, you really tried it. Diddy's going to jail soon, and I hope they call your behind in for some witness statements to see what you have seen. What have you seen in that lawsuit? The producer, what is his name? Little Rob, yeah, whatever his name is, the producer. Like, he had some heavy allegations for you. You ain't say nothing about that. You just tipped over all that as if your cousin did induce SA to him and stuff, and all these terrible things that he was alleging. You just totally skip over all of that, right, Caresha? Like, that doesn't matter. So we know that I've been in Hollywood for over 10 years. I know the game. I've seen stuff. I know you've seen stuff because you're right next to it with the monster himself, the devil diddler himself. So you tried it, and we clocked you. We clocking you. We're going to keep on clocking you. We ain't going to let you sleep. So rock on, Mercuryans. Just don't be fooled by these clowns like Caresha out here. I'm going to go listen to some JT, City Cinderella, because that's the real city girl. Bye.